Does age really matter? It is a question as old as time. Today, I'm going to try to answer that question with Wild Turkey 101. Does age make a difference in whiskey? Well, we're about to find out. Let's get into this. Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways Plus Plus. I am Doc Martinez, and this is something I've been planning to do for a while. I have been collecting different age statement Wild Turkey 101s for a little over a year now, and this is what I have.
Took you long enough.
I figured it'd be a good start to try to answer, does age matter? I figured why not use something that has been around for a while and is a great sipper, plus is good in cocktails. I use this in cocktails all the time. Wild Turkey also has plenty of different age statements with the same proof, 101. So today I'm going to do a blind with all these different aged Wild Turkey 101s. So who do you think will win?
And underneath it should say, I win.
Let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious. Will it be the 12-year? Will it be the Austin Nichols? Let me know what you think. Now, for complete transparency, I did a little research on the Austin Nichols, and I really didn't find much information or get a lot of information off the internet. It was a quick search. I see that there's a 12-year and an 8-year stated one, but this one does not have either one stated on it. So I know there are plenty of whiskey nerds out there that can help me out here, so please let us know in the comments below. I love learning new things.
Love to learn.
Yes. Also, before getting to the blind, if you like these types of videos, smash that like button and hit that subscribe notification bell. I am slowly approaching my 2,222 sub, and when I do, I'll be doing a crazy giveaway, so you won't want to miss it. Let's talk a little bit about the contenders. We have the standard Wild Turkey 101, the Wild Turkey Austin Nichols 101, Wild Turkey Heritage Single Barrel 101, Wild Turkey 101 8-year, and Wild Turkey 101 12-year. I already have all these poured out over to the side. I'm gonna get everything set up so we can get started.
Let's get ready to rumble!
They're all mixed up and we'll just keep mixing them up. I don't know which is which and I don't want to know. Each glass is labeled on the bottom and I have the key over on the side over there. So we'll see which one comes out ahead. So as usual, I'll first start from left to right, going through each one, tasting them, smelling them, tasting them, kind of getting some thoughts behind it, right? Then I'll go left to right.
Idiot.
I'll fast forward through that and then I'll give you my last thoughts and my rankings at the end. Ready to get started? All right, so I brought a little bit of paper and pen out just so I can take notes if I need to. That's just quite a few of them. But let's start looking. Let's just start looking at them. Let's see if any of them are noticeably darker than the others. And honestly, from the beginning, this one is darker. This one seems to be the lightest just by looking at this, with this one kind of right in the middle. So darkest, lightest, and kind of in the middle. These other two are about the same. So there's one I think is older. I would think just by the darkness, it'd probably be this one. But again, that could also be a single barrel. So single barrel could be darker maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Let's start smelling from left to right. Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey just has a nice sweet smell to it. 101's like a good proof. It doesn't hit your nose too hard. Doesn't like overpower it. You do get a lot of caramel with this, a lot of that sweetness. Yeah, this smells like a young one right off the bat. Kind of more like almost grassy tone. Not as much of that sweetness as I was smelling in that first one. So yeah, see, this one even smells more aged than this one, but not quite as aged as this one. This one has more sweetness. This one has more grassiness. This one has kind of that middle between these three. I would assume this is the middle one on them. Good nose overall. This one's actually not too bad. Doesn't smell so light. Doesn't smell very young. Right now I'm thinking this is the youngest, but these two smell like they have more character to them, more of that oakiness that you would get with more age in a barrel. Interesting, this one has like almost like a chocolate hint to it. I don't know where that came out of. These two smell very similar like in age, but let me see, is there one darker? They look about the same in darkness, so in color there. Let's start tasting this. It's actually a little musty. That one kind of reminds me like of a dusty, and I think that's like one of the things with Austin Nichols. Isn't that like an older one? So if I were to guess from the beginning, maybe this is still the, I keep wanting to call it still Austin, the Austin Nichols. Good flavor overall. That little kind of that little funk to it. I should be guessing already, but I'm actually thinking this is my regular standard Wild Turkey 101. It has that note that I'm used to tasting and brought back all the memories. And so if I'm going to guess in the beginning, without going through all of them, I think this is the standard one. But we'll see. We'll see at the end. Yeah, that kind of tastes like just a regular Wild Turkey 101. And I'm not cleansing my palate. I will cleanse my palate when I go through the other way, but at this point I'm not. A little more character.
My character, my character, my character, my character.
Ooh, that one just stuck to my tongue. I like that one. Butterscotch in that one as well. Very oily on the tongue. Ooh, it's gonna be hard to taste these after that one. I'm not gonna do a second drink on that one till later. Look at that. Look at those legs on that, barely starting to take off. That's actually really good as well. Wow. So far, actually, just going through this, not finishing, these two are my favorites so far. I like the... So I'm kind of curious, is it this the oil from this lingering over and making this one taste better? Very curious. That's why we're going to go backwards and then I'm going to go through it a few other times. All right, last but not least for this one. A lot of tannic on this one. Has all the flavors, has the butterscotch, has a sweetness, has that... I think it's the oil left over from this one that's messing with me. But a little tannicky at the end that I get to that I'm tasting. And that usually means some age. So, I mean, I'm not even going to guess right now which was the oldest and which one goes there. But these last three tasted better than these first two. However, I don't know if it was because this that coated my mouth so well messed with me with these. But we'll get back to that. I'm going to drink left to right.
Idiot.
Let my palate in between and fast forward to this one. All right, there you have it. Now I've kind of I went through them, ranked them, kind of went through them a few times just to make sure there's a clear-cut winner for me, and then the other ones kind of fell in between that. So I'm very curious. This one was, you know, from the beginning, my last place. Went through it again just to make sure. Yep, to me, I'm thinking this is the regular wild turkey, but we'll see. We'll see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Right now, up to this point, you've known what I've been drinking. I haven't, right? All except for one. I haven't shown you that one, and it's the one that I picked for first. I want to see at the end which one's the winner, right? So we'll find out. Let's go through this and we'll find out who the winner is. And let's start from the back. So I have it written over here. This is my key. Oh, a very simple key. So for me, last place is 2. Wow. So that's the Austin Nichols is my last place. I always hear good things about it. It just tasted very young to me. Interesting. It was also was that the one that I said was real musty, or was it that one? I have to go back and look now. All right. So what I got, this was, now this one, so this is 5th. 4th place for me was, I don't think you can see it. So 4th place for me was number 4, 8 year. So 4th for me was the 8 year, which this is the 8 year, right? Whew. Interesting. 3rd place for me, number 3, Heritage. Heritage, which is this one, came in 3rd for me. And I really, it was really close between 3rd and 4th. The Heritage and the 8 year were pretty close. This one beat it out because at the end there, I just started tasting some popcorn. And I like that buttery popcorn kind of flavor. And it just stood out a little bit more after the last few drinks when I was just kind of competing them back to back. And that's why this one edged out the other one. So number 2 and number 1, right? So this is number 2, this is number 1. You want to know the winner first? The bottle that you don't know? Let's see who is number 1. 5. 5 is the 12 year. 5 is the 12 year. So know what that means? Know what that means? That the regular wild turkey 101 came in 2nd for me. Now that is crazy. That is crazy. This did not help answer the question, does age matter? Because the oldest one I have up here won, but the youngest one came, or the one that's non-age dated, came in 2nd. So didn't help our journey at all, did it, my friends?
Did it help? Not really.
Oh my goodness. Well, if you haven't yet, please smash that like button. You know, lots of things going on, lots of other fun things coming up. And of course, if we hit that 2,222 subs, we're going to have a great giveaway. Well, thank you for joining me on another journey down my bourbon rabbit hole. Till our next journey, my friends. Cheers.